county may petition the Secretary of State to declare a municipality abandoned. And that triggers a process that is well defined in statute and has been utilized a handful of times. And it looks a lot like a court proceeding. And notice has to be provided, evidence is taken, and then the Secretary of State or his or her designee will ultimately make the decision. So the Colorado Municipal League represents 270, used to be 271 until March 18th, 270 municipalities in the state. The three I mentioned up top, or the two plus Hartman, Bonanza City and Carbonate, are officially incorporated, but have now no governing body, and at least with Bonanza City and Carbonate, years of inactivity. What they don't have is this other element that this bill creates a very narrow entry into, and that is critical water infrastructure. Back in 2013, Saguache County attempted to declare Bonanza City, or petition to declare Bonanza City abandoned. And unbeknownst to Saguache County at the time, and somewhat ironically, the folks in Bonanza City had a discontinuance election, often referred to as a dissolution election, that failed in 2009. But because they had that election within a 5-year window, Secretary of State ruled against Bonanza City. So that means the most recent one was the town of Chihuahua in Summit County in 2013, and many, many others in Douglas County from 2007. Those were all shared the same characteristic in that they met the 5-year time frame, and they had not had any of the activity that the statute requires. Now you're in a situation where because the town of Hartman is left with no governing body, which is unique to every other municipality in the state except for those that I previously mentioned, and no ability to hold an election because counties don't run municipal elections and the Secretary of State doesn't run municipal elections. Municipalities run municipal elections. And you have this very serious issue with a failing water system that has been failing for some time. And I agree, there's a lot of blame to go around for that. It is critical to be able to allow someone to operate that system, but or have the chance to. The only way to do that is through this legislation, because what's the polite way to say this? No one wants to help out anymore. There have been so many bridges burned by folks both in prior governing bodies and residents with the town of Hawley, with surrounding water districts that might be able to help. No one wants to do it. So this creates an opportunity, without saddling the county with liability, for the county, after we get past this initial period that Director DeCambers spoke about, for the county to be able to assist in establishing authority that might be able to get us there. And that's why I started by saying this gives them a chance. You know, it's a great movie quote. He's saying, I got a chance. That's it. And this is it. There is no other path forward under the law as it stands now, and there are no other municipalities with the same situation. So thank you for indulging me.
Thank you, Director, for that information. Seeing no further questions, thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Is there anyone else in the room or online that would like to testify on Senate Bill 157 that haven't had an opportunity to do so? Seeing none, the testimony phase is closed. And we will take a Senate 205. I know Senator Pelton, I think, is across the hall voting. Okay, we're back. Thanks, Senator Pelham. We're at the amendment phase. We're going to have the amendment moved, and then you can talk about it. Okay. Vice Chair Snyder.
Mr. Chair, I move L001 to Senate Bill 157.
That's a proper motion. Senator Pelham, tell us about L001.
So all this amendment does is just kind of clarifying language for the department and stuff when this bill, if it would happen to move forward. So that's basically all that amendment does.
Okay, thank you. Questions for Amendment L001? Is any objection to Amendment L001? Seeing none, Amendment L001 is adopted. Any other amendments, bill sponsors? All right, God bless you. Committee, any amendments? Anybody want to help these folks? No? Okay. God bless you too. The amendment phase is closed. Okay, wrap up. Senator Higginson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and we're sorry we haven't been here the whole time. We've both been in a involved committee hearing across the hall, but I did hear a little bit of the witness testimony that you heard. I want to reiterate that what we're seeking to address here is a very specific issue with a very really unfortunate set of circumstances for one of our communities. I want to recognize that it is Senator Pelton's community by district lines, but I think Senator Pelton will agree with me that the entire Arkansas Valley is part of a broader community, and Hartman is a part of that community as well. We know there are folks that still live there. We know that they're a proud community. We know that there are folks who are going to continue to live there. We would need to make sure that we're able to facilitate that in a safe and responsible manner, and giving Prowers County the tools that they need to facilitate that for their residents there in Hartman, and would appreciate your aye vote on Senate Bill 157.
Thank you. Senator Pelton.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I want to thank my co-prime on this bill. Statute prevents the town of Hartman from just holding an election, or the county holding an election where they are a statutory town. This bill is a step at trying to correct that, trying to get the people water, and then maybe down the line, someone can petition for an election to try to move that town forward again. I think this bill is timely. There are a couple other communities in my district that are kind of on the brink of almost the same sort of thing, and I think they're all over the state. Just some of the rumors I'm hearing out there, there are other communities outside of my district that are just about there too. So I think this is a timely bill. Is it the perfect answer? No. But I think it's a step to help this community right now move forward, at least get their water back to where it's suitable to drink. So with that, I had to ask for a yes vote.
Okay. Well, we thank you for taking on this task. Vice Chair Snyder, the proper motion would be to the Committee on Appropriation as amended.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move Senate Bill 26-157 as amended to the Committee on Appropriations with a favorable recommendation.
That's the proper motion. Committee, are there any questions or comments before we vote? Yes, Vice Chair Snyder.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And boy, this is a pretty unique little bill here. But the way I read it, in order to qualify under 157, a town has to basically have no governing structures in place at all, and owns and operates a water infrastructure critical for the treatment or delivery of water to its residents. So I know you mentioned some other towns that might be in a similar situation. I don't know their water status, but just because a town doesn't have a government, they would still have to wait 5 years. They'd have to meet both those conditions in order to qualify. So that seems pretty unique to me. I generally don't support, specific legislation because I think we had some good comments from folks. We don't want to be setting precedents that may come back to haunt us, but I think this is crafted well enough that won't be the case. So I will be a yes today. I hope you'll be open to maybe some floor amendments should other issues present themselves.
Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, Ms. Alonzaro, please call the vote.
Senators Baisley.
Aye.
Fall.
Aye.
Lindstedt.
Aye.
Liston.
Aye.
Rich.
Aye.
Snyder.
Aye.
Mr. Chair.
Aye. That passes unanimously. Good luck in appropriations.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
That concludes our business for Senate